ladies, we want to make sure we hear you on this one.
Let's go. Shabuya.
Shabuya, roll call. Shabuya, shabuya, roll call.
My name's Lorena.
Yeah.
I hate this weather.
Yeah.
If I need a beta,
Yeah.
make me feel better. Like he said, I'm Lorena Watson. I am a second-year social work pre-med student here. So I want to prepare y'all for this. I'm going to put y'all in opposite position. Just let y'all know that. It's 5:55 and I can feel the sun wanting to peek its way between my legs, telling me that the day is here and that my night of work is near its end. Slowly I crawl out of bed, trying not to wake Daddy because I don't want him to see me limping. God forbid he thinks I'm flawed by taking me off the high market by going from the stockbrokers to the burger flipping men who only want me to make up for where their baby mama was lacking because got a mouth to feed, got needs to meet. Luckily I've got no kids, no ring, no family, just me. All of me. All 5 feet 3 inches, 120 pounds from what I wish was lean. Last night my skirt was up because Mr. Rogers' fantasies about young schoolgirls. This morning I'm pulling it down so Dr. Haig isn't distracted while lecturing and I have my legs curled. I'm going to keep it down so no one sees the bruises Mr. Wilson left me. That sick man has a thing for aggression so he plays rapist and dominates me and then wants to cuddle once his head is in. You see, this is the life that I must lead in an attempt to cope with my past. Growing up with no attention but the boys in school gripping my ass. And now the only protection I have is Daddy sitting downstairs in the hotel lobby. While Mr. Griffin penetrates through broken walls while telling me how much he likes it raw and sloppy. It's beyond violation, I admit. But sex slaving is the only occupation he saw fit because of Daddy walks into the room, says I did good, and kisses me on my cheek. And lies next to me and sleep because he's already booked the room for a week. It's 6:10 and my flashbacks are slowly turning into dreams. Dreams of what would have happened had he not found me that night hiding from the moon's light beams. You see, home is where I was and where I never want to be. Daddy held me in his arms and said that he'd take care of me. Now I lie with lawyers who never admit to lust and bend over for preachers to praise God just before the spirits erupt in. While they're making it rain, I'm praying for AIDS, like maybe one day my invisible salvation will not only cure me of life, but grant me with the purpose of punishing those who fuck in strife. It's 6:20 and the sun is now fully exposing all of my flaws. The bumps, the bruises, the scratches from unclean claws. I leave the suite because it's time for class now. And as I step onto the elevator, I'm watching the cops kick Daddy's door down. He's through. They caught him. This is my opportunity to start anew before I'm acquainted with the coffin and contemplating what to do next. I'm walking into the city thinking back and forth until my eyes are caught by young Pretty. 5'3", 120 pounds. She reminds me of me while crying and weeping on the ground. Maternal instincts tell me to go and hold her, and as I got nearer, the baby drew closer. I held and rocked her in my arms for about a minute or two, until I heard the very words uttered from my own lips. There, baby girl. Mama's gonna take care of you. Lorena, is there something that you should tell me? Just want to let y'all know, it was not, well, I guess it could be true story, but it's not my story. I used to work with a population that was at risk. I worked with prostitutes, and so that was actually inspired by one of my clients. But I don't have any love poems, never been in love, so I'm more of a social justice action kind of person, so sorry for the hopeless romantics and Kyle. Ignorance irks me. Now I might want to apologize to offend someone, but I won't. I can't mend your pieces together because your mind frame is already broken. See, you and your words of wisdom are like the lines of powder that you once played in, and the push factor to my boredom. Now, I wish I could say I was talking about your written words when I'm talking about your spoken ones. You know, the ones you say when a blessed churchwoman walks through the door and when she leaves you can't seem to lift your jaw off the floor, or how you say that you're a good Christian lady, but really, when's the last time you prayed on your knees lately? I'm talking to the hypocrites, the ones who speak things into existence and fall into their own words with faithful persistence, like the woman who complains about not being able to find a good man. but insists on being an independent woman who just doesn't give a damn. Well, may not be a relationship expert, but the only men you're gonna find like that are the ones who want what's only in your wallet and what's under your skirt. And the men who cry that they want virtuous lives have never read Proverbs 31 a day in their God-given lives yet. You prance across stages of pages preaching, saying that you're amazing, but to no ears that you're reaching, because you cried wolf enough for us to know that you're bluffing, because the closest to danger you've ever been was in handcuffings. But I think they were safe. They saved you from yourself before you could crave to conjure up recipes for disaster by making false prophecies, because respect is all you ever after, and now you've spoken yourself into damnation. By giving in to every temptation and now the world took you. You will now forever hurt. It's a shame how you never learn. How your character screams for attention, but your spirit whispers for salvation. Silent brush of words, which louder than bloody screams. I wish I could help you, but you don't need me, so it seems. Because you say that God blessed you with a gift. Well, you know what? I dare you to walk into his house, share your talent, we'll see how many hands of praise you live. You talk about guns, drugs, and violence, and praise my Lord for your enemies to put the silence in. You boast about being the best, but you're only good because you tried all the rest. Ignorance irks me. But I'm ignorantly berating the victim because his hypocrisy has already tricked them. The ugly broad that seduced you in a false fame and gracefully raped you into the gang. You are the slut that slits and sleeps with her slaves, the bully that beats and heals the big the religious reptile that rips hearts out of rib cages, the Christian who cries for Christ only caught in crime cages. Ignorance irks me. But I must say that I am impressed. Hypocrisy, you've done some work because man has now regressed. No longer shall I say that you brought ignorance upon mankind, because to be ignorant is to do wrong and be blind. You changed wrong into right, day into night, the meat of the new vegetarian, all while slowly making prayer the new rebellion. Our ancestors would be baffled because they bred children who were intuitive. But, touche to hypocrisy, you managed to make man